Hello and welcome, everyone. My name is Melissa. I'm here today to demonstrate a facial massage with a tool. I'll be using a silicone cup as my tool of choice today. And so this is both a follow-along tutorial and an example of ways that you could use a tool on yourself. All right, let's get started. I think that everybody is beautiful, and I think that everybody can have, well, let me rephrase, I think everybody has the potential and the capacity for good skin. You know, a healthy body will naturally make good skin. And so it's when we have some kind of imbalance, either in the body not having enough of what it needs or too much of what it doesn't, that we start to have symptoms of imbalance, such as inflamed skin. And so since the skin is one of the body's, the skin is the body's largest organ, but the skin is also the body's largest excretory organ, so we excrete, we exhale, from our lungs. We have our urinary and digestive tract systems. I suppose that we cry, but, really our skin with its capacity to sweat is, kind of by default, one of the body's main organs of detoxification. And so one of the best ways to have healthy skin is to make sure that your other excretory pathways are healthy and functioning. So if you are struggling with acne or breakouts, consider adding more fiber into your diet. If you don't like oatmeal, consider breathing more deeply. Our exhale is a very powerful way to release stuff we don't need. Our exhales can be very cleansing. In addition to the cleansing aspect of breathing, deep breathing highly oxygenates our system. And since our facial skin is more delicate, it is more susceptible to a lack of oxygen in circulation, or at least to showing those effects. In addition, breathing deeply, especially with an accentuated exhale, will lower stress profoundly. And stress and unprocessed emotions can show up in skin imbalances, especially on the face. Exercising more will help to detox your skin. You get your heart moving and your blood pumping and you start to sweat. So sweat is very cleansing. So is circulation. All of our body systems need healthy circulation in order to be healthy. The same thing goes for our skin, especially when we consider how delicate our facial skin is. So again, it's going to show the signs of poor circulation more clearly than perhaps other parts of our skin. So proper hydration. Will profoundly affect the appearance of your skin. So drinking lots of water, keeping hydrated through, having good minerals in your system, using the right kind of salt. Switching over to sea salt from table salt can reduce the amount of water retention. All right. So I'm still not really even using this tool the way it's designed to be used. I just really like the depth that using this, blunt tip can give me, but since it's silicone, it's really soft. And so, there's a little, when I press into a pressure point, there's a little bit of give. And so it just feels really awesome. And so just remember, both on yourself and if you're working on somebody, less is more when it comes to the face. While other parts of the body might benefit from determined pressure, it can be very easy to bruise the face, especially when we're using the suction side of this tool. I did not sort of fall asleep with one of these suction cups attached to my forehead. No. Now I'm lying. I was actually watching TV. All right, so if we have our cleansing systems working well, not only will that help us just feel better in general than, if they weren't moving as freely, but it's also going to be really good for our skin. It's just one of those classic things that, people who have really good skin will often say, oh, I just drink a lot of water. So when using one of these cups, one of the techniques is to just squeeze and release. So I'm not moving the cup around at all. I'm just attaching it with suction and desuctioning it to move it over. So one thing I really love about face massage is that it's really good for moving around any stuck lymph fluid or congestion. People admire and desire, when you've got those clean, the clean angles and the clean lines of the face. And so a lot of times, if we get congested, again, like going back to that, getting plenty of movement and circulation, if we're not getting enough movement or if we're dehydrated, then, all of those systems inside of our bodies can get a little bit sticky and sludgy. And so, for example, if our lymph system is kind of sticky and sludgy, then, that's going to affect all of the body's detoxification pathways, and it can, also result in just like pockets of fluid on our face, those, bags under your eyes. That's an example of stagnant lymph fluid. And so we have lots of videos from master massage therapist Athena Jezik. She's a highly skilled lymphatic massage practitioner. And so her videos are an incredible resource for going more deeply into how to do lymphatic massage in general, but also on your face. So facial massage, whether you're just using your fingers or a tool, can be a really great way to just like actually reshape your face. Not only is it going to be helping your skin become more healthy by, creating more elasticity and movement, which allows greater circulation, but you're also going to be moving around any stagnant fluid or anything that could be kind of hanging out where it's not supposed to. Also, when it comes to our face, emotions and stress can play a really big role. This is anything that happens to our face, it can potentially have such a big impact, because our face this is what we're presenting to the world. And so, personally, I found good use from lavender and tea tree essential oil on blemishes. But it can just be really emotionally challenging to have chronic acne, or rather, I can't even imagine just knowing how much, a pimple affected me while I was in high school. And so just looking at that emotional side, in addition to examining what we believe our skin is capable of, I really honestly think a lot of us don't think that it's possible to have good skin. Like, well, maybe some people can have it, but not for me. I just really want to challenge that, because you have a human body, and your human body is capable of regenerating and healing. Your human body knows how to make good, healthy skin. It's just a matter of taking away what we don't need and giving our body what it does need. And so part of that process can be, really honestly, I think, claiming your physical birthright to a healthy body. And so many of us, we start out compromised in a way. You are a lovely, holy, perfect soul. And, if we start out chronically depleted or quickly wind up that way, then it can be really easy to, only have an experience of depletion and unwellness. And so it can really, it really makes sense that a lot of us could feel this way about our skin. So just, exercise and drinking lots of water, eating fresh fruits and vegetables, practicing loving self-acceptance. All of these things are going to contribute to not only our overall health and well-being, but also specifically to having clear, beautiful skin. You might even consider, one way of combating those false beliefs is with mantras. And so a mantra is just a word or a phrase that we say, we focus on, we repeat to ourselves as almost like training wheels, right? We're training our brain. We're creating a new habit, whereas the habit might be, self-loathing or disgust. With a mantra, we can practice self-acceptance, self-compassion. I don't think I finished the neck, did I? And so as I work on the throat, we always avoid that central channel, but, careful work along the throat can be really, visibly effective. I wouldn't leave this on for too long on the throat because there's, lots of, veins and arteries taking blood away to and from your brain. So we want to make sure that they don't get impeded for too long. But especially when it comes to moving lymph, working down towards the heart with really soft, gentle movements will be really effective. So if your face is ever super puffy, anything you can do to get your circulation and your lymph flowing. So, a kind of a quick and dirty way is doing hot and cold. So, you get really warm under the shower and then you switch and have yourself underneath a cold shower. That's going to just force that flow, force that movement of both your circulatory system, but also your lymphatic system. All right. So I've already discussed using oil. This is a lavender oil. And lavender is just amazing for the skin. I'm not going to use too much though, because I want to make sure that her pores stay unclogged. Speaking of clogged pores, if you like to experiment with different face masks or facial cleansing techniques, this is a fun one. And it's kind of flies in the face of traditional skin wisdom, which is, I think, part of why it works so well. And so it's called oil cleansing. And so the idea is that the clogs in your face, your facial pores, it's dirt mixed with your skin's natural oil. And so water and oil don't mix, right? So what if you used oil on your face, and then that oil could potentially reach into your pores and meet up with those, dirty, oily clogs. And so what this technique has you do is you rub oil into your skin, like a whole food oil, so coconut or olive. I think safflower or grapeseed are also pretty popular. And then you apply heat. And so not just, a warm, steamy bathroom, but, you want to either steam your face or be applying, warm compresses to your skin in order to open up your pores. And then, so your pores open up with the heat, and then the oil on your skin will draw out the clogged, the dirty oil clogs from your pores. And so you can Google this method. There's a lot of, discussion and talk online. So, but I think the trick is making sure you have plenty of heat to really pull all of that, clogged oil out of your face. And so sometimes what I'll do is, I've done this, with I'll get a really hot, steamy shower going, and then, I'll use a warm washcloth under the shower and, apply that apply that to my face. But the most effective method I've found for the heat is, steaming myself, giving myself a facial steam, over a boil of warm water, hopefully with some lavender essential oils or other, rosemary is really good for the skin. So is rose and calendula. So then once you've, you steamed for, a solid 10 to 20 minutes, Then you just wipe your face, wipe all the excess oil off your face with a warm washcloth. And then, apply a non-alcoholic toner and you're good to go. And so, one of the ideas that method combats is the idea that our skin's natural moisture is bad. And if we're going with the idea that healthy skin is beautiful skin, then we want our skin to be naturally moisturized by itself. And so, if we're using soaps or harsher cleansers, that's going to be stripping the skin's natural moisture away, potentially leading to either dryness or overproduction of moisture, right? That's part of why we have, dry hair, is that, we're constantly stripping, or, oily hairs, we're constantly stripping the natural moisture out of our hair with shampoo, which dries out our hair, but then it sends a signal to our scalp to go into oil production overdrive. And so, working with our body's natural moisturizing methods and systems is a way to have healthier, more beautiful skin. I really enjoyed being here with you guys today. It is just an honor to have you spend time with us. Your time is precious, and there are so many things you could be doing, almost an infinite number of things that you could be learning about or entertaining yourself with. And it's just a real pleasure to be here with you today. I hope that this video helps you to put your best face forward, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Take care, my darlings.
With hundreds of videos that you can stream on virtually any device to help you reduce stress, lose weight, or just improve your health and well-being overall. At WellnessPLUS.tv, we are dedicated to helping you on your health and wellness journey. Join WellnessPLUS.tv to find hundreds of videos to help you improve the health of your body and your mind. WellnessPLUS.tv. Get well, feel better.